Meow meow. 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 You going to inspect the bike for me? There we go. Okay, retro mountain bike or vintage mountain bike service time. This is a 1989 Specialized Rockhopper, which I've already actually done. I've already done a restoration on this bike, but this bike's not for me. This bike, hopefully once all this lockdown blows over, is going to go to Ireland. It's going to go to School City Cycles, who was after a vintage mountain bike, and I managed to find this one. So yeah, this one's just going to have a quick service today, so that possibly my sister can ride around on it during the lockdown. I've already got permission, don't worry about that. So yeah, but I'm just going to service this today, get it rideable, and hopefully I can enjoy it for a little bit before it goes to Ireland. Front wheel has a lot of play. Pedals and crankset have a bit of play. Chain is beyond worn. It was due a replacement many miles ago. Apart from new cables, we need new tyres and a new inner tube on the rear. and that is stripped. Wasn't too hard to do. The seat post was a little rough coming out. The stem was free, which was awesome. And yeah, apart from that drive side bottom bracket cup that needed a little bit of extra securing to get the tool on, everything came off great. So now it's just going to clean it all down, clean all the parts up, so we can give it a proper good service and then get it back together and ride it again, and then it can go off to Edel in Ireland. Okay, right, everything is cleaned down now. Cleaned down, polished. Well, the frame's just had to go in over a T-cut, so I think it's time to run over everything to look out for. Okay, first up, the frame. It's straight, don't worry. The frame is straight. There's no major dings, major dents anywhere, so that's good. But it is going to require a lot of work to make it look pretty again. I mean, this is just the drive side seat stay. It's got a lot of scratches, scrapes, rusty spots. It's all over the frame. And further down, in between the chainstays, the tyres have apparently worn away the paint on this side and a little bit on this side. Your guess is as good as mine. But yeah, that's happened, so that will need touching up, sorting out. So if you are going to restore the frame, great. Yeah, grease. Same, I don't even know if this is in focus. Same thing has happened on the fork apparently. We've got lots of scuffs, scrapes, and on the inside as well. It's scuffed away on the inside, so that you could probably put down to the loose axle. The front wheel has a loose axle. So, speaking of the wheels, they've got new tyres on them. That's great. I will be servicing obviously that front axle just to get it rolling straight. But the rear is very close to death. This side I can feel a slight lip in it, but on the other side you can see it. The dark section, oh, that's rough as anything. Yeah, unfortunately this rim is about to cave in, I think. So it was always good to check the wear for everyone else watching. But the rim is not going to take much more braking on that, because, and this is why, the previous owner, or whoever set this bike up, where's it looking? There. Decided to set the rim, the brake pads too low and sort of biting underneath the rim. And this one, no, not this one, the other one, has gone down to metal. Yeah. So this one here has actually gone down to metal, and that metal is what has caused all of this wear and pretty much ruined this rim. At the moment it's holding the pressure in the tyre, but I don't know how long that will last, especially with braking, so that's something that needs to be changed. My camera won't stay in one position. Right, components wise, everything cleaned up. Really nice actually. The chain rings, they've got good wear on them, there's no worn down teeth, especially on the bipace rings. The jockey wheels, however, spiky. That jockey wheel is way past usable condition, so I might have some spare. I took those on. But yeah, if you're stripping down your bike for a service, always check the jockey wheel wear. Check your chainring wear as well, and everything moves. Because I've given these a good clean. Everything moves on them, but just jockey wheels on those. And last but not least, obviously the bearings. Check out your bearing wear for everyone. Edel, I'm going to stick this back in, but unless I find a cartridge bearing quickly, cartridge bottom bracket quickly, but these are kind of rough, and the bearing surfaces are pitted, and this cup, this drive side cup, isn't very nice inside at all, so that bottom bracket will need to be replaced. And headset bearings, give those a check over. This one is rusted. The races though, that's a nice clean race on there, just give those a check over. Okay, and that's about it. That's about done. That will ride around now. It's had new chain, new tyres, new cassette, and new cables, and ideally new bearings in the headset and new cartridge bottom bracket, which for this bike is 117mm. And yeah, that's it. Like, it's had a good clean down. Polished up the frame with a bit of T-cut. Serviced all the bearings on it. Obviously changed out that pulley, that jockey wheel on the derailleur, and it's good to go. It's good to ride. I'm not gonna ride it, however, without obviously the permission of Edel, because I don't want to destroy that rear wheel. But I think it will hold up for a little bit, but it is badly damaged from that misaligned pad and the extremely worn pad. Having said that, if you want to see more on this bike, then head over to Edel's Instagram, which is at School City Cycles. So when they eventually get the bike over there after all this lockdown is lifted, she'll be able to restore it or modify it or whatever she wants. From what I understand so far, and from the feedback that I've got from, you know, passing on the issues with this bike, she's looking at repainting the frame, some funky 80s colours, because it is a 89 bike, probably keeping the group set, and just upgrading the brakes, maybe, well, the wheel as well, definitely the wheels, because that rear rim definitely needs to be replaced. So yeah, make sure you give her a follow on Instagram, and when she eventually gets the bike, it will all be documented on there, I am sure of it. But there we go, that's a vintage mountain bike service video done. If you want to see my restored version of this, then I'll link it in the end cards, so you can click on there. I think it's a 2, maybe 3-parter, because that was a seized bike. That was very seized. So yeah, go and have a watch of that. And I am going to go and sit down and edit this video now, so if you want to see more like this, subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.